How to command respect from women without even trying. Have you ever noticed how some men naturally earn respect from women without having to overthink it or rely on gimmicks? These men aren't using smooth pickup lines or putting on a show. Instead, they exude a quiet, unshakable confidence, and it's incredibly attractive. Today, we're going to uncover the keys to building respect from women without relying on money, looks, or status symbols. Instead, it all begins with a solid foundation of self-respect. Because here's the truth, the level of respect others show you, especially women, is directly tied to how much you respect yourself. Let's dive into how you can be that man. Self-respect. Self-respect goes beyond just being happy with what you see in the mirror. It's about the choices you make, the boundaries you set, and how you carry yourself, especially when no one else is around to witness it. Think about it. If you don't respect yourself, how can you expect anyone else to? A man who respects himself commands respect through the little things, his words, his appearance, his mannerisms. When you walk into a room confidently, with your head held high, people, including women, take notice. That self-assurance becomes magnetic, drawing respect from everyone around you. It's not about arrogance, it's about holding yourself to high standards. Confidence is the silent language of respect, and when women pick up on it, they're naturally drawn to it. Say, for instance, you once opened up about feeling rejected in a previous relationship. Out of nowhere, during a disagreement, she hits you with, "Well, no wonder nobody wanted you before." That kind of remark is like an emotional knife that cuts deep. When someone you care about does this, they're showing a blatant disregard for your feelings and trust. This kind of manipulation rarely happens just once. The moment she realizes she can control or hurt you this way, it can become a repeated pattern. She knows that using your vulnerabilities against you gives her power in the relationship. Over time, you might find yourself questioning whether you should ever open up to her again. This cycle of emotional manipulation is toxic. It erodes trust and can make you feel isolated and powerless. What to do? If you see this behavior, confront it directly. Let her know that you're aware of what she's doing and that it's completely unacceptable. If she cares about the relationship, she'll understand and make an effort to change. If she doesn't, it's time to walk away. No excuses, no second chances. Your emotional well-being is worth more than staying with someone who doesn't respect you. Breaking the nice guy trap. Let's be clear, kindness is a positive trait, but there's a fine line between being kind and being overly accommodating. Many men mistake kindness for subservience, thinking that by always putting her needs first, they'll earn her admiration. The reality? Constantly seeking approval through acts of niceness can backfire. When a woman sees that you're willing to bend over backward for her approval, she perceives a lack of self-worth. Women are attracted to men who value themselves and know their worth. So next time you find yourself trying too hard to please, ask yourself, are you sacrificing your own needs and self-respect? True respect is earned when you confidently prioritize yourself instead of relying on her validation. Avoid approval-seeking behavior. Approval-seeking is one of the fastest routes to losing respect. When you're constantly trying to gain her validation through excessive texting, grand gestures she didn't ask for, or changing your behavior just to get a reaction, she senses a neediness that can be off-putting. It's as if you're saying, "Please like me," which can dampen her attraction. Instead, focus on doing things because they align with who you are, not to get a reaction. Women appreciate men who can stand firm in their identity without feeling the need to prove themselves. The more you concentrate on self-fulfillment, the more attractive and respectable you'll become. Set boundaries and stick to them. Men who don't set boundaries often end up disrespected. If you allow someone to walk all over you, do everything they ask without hesitation, and let your own needs go unspoken, you're setting yourself up for failure. Women respect men who establish boundaries. This is about showing her that there are certain lines she can't cross. Setting boundaries doesn't mean being confrontational. It means valuing your time, energy, and principles. If you consistently uphold your boundaries, she'll recognize that you're a man with a self-respect and standards. And that's something that naturally commands respect. When boundaries are clear, she'll know exactly what you stand for, making you that much more respectable in her eyes. Embrace the power of walking away. One of the most powerful things a man can do to earn respect is to be unafraid of walking away. This doesn't mean constantly threatening to leave, but rather having the self-assurance to step back when necessary. Whether it's from an unproductive conversation, an argument, or even a relationship where boundaries aren't respected, walking away can command immense respect. It's a bold, powerful move that shows you are not so desperate to keep her around that you'll sacrifice your self-worth. Many men fear that by walking away they'll lose the woman, but here's the reality. If you have to compromise your self-respect to keep her, you've already lost the foundation of the relationship. Women respect men who know when to step back, even if it means letting go. If you notice signs of excessive possessiveness or controlling behavior, it's essential to set firm boundaries. Let her know that you value your independence and won't compromise your relationships with others. If she can't respect these boundaries, it may be a sign that the relationship is headed down an unhealthy path. Enforce boundaries with consistency. Setting boundaries is one thing, but enforcing them is where the challenge lies. Saying you won't tolerate certain behaviors or establishing a need for respect is essential, but without consistent follow-through, your words lose power. The first time you let something slide, she'll take note, and it can lead to your boundaries being ignored in the future. Consistency is key. Upholding your boundaries every time without fail reinforces that you respect yourself. When you stay firm, you send the message that if she wants to be in your life, she'll need to respect you as well. Embrace authenticity. Be unapologetically yourself. One of the most common mistakes men make is molding themselves to fit what they think a woman wants. Whether it's pretending to share her hobbies, faking interest in her opinions, or suppressing your true self to avoid disagreement, this doesn't build respect. It erodes it. Women value men who are genuine, who don't wear a mask just to impress. Respect isn't something you gain by fitting into someone else's mold. It's about being unapologetically you. Embrace your quirks, your passions, your interests. If you're into something unique or have strong opinions, own it. When you're comfortable in your own skin and true to yourself, she'll sense that authenticity and admire it. Own your imperfections. Perfection is exhausting, and pretending to be flawless only leads to burnout. Women respect men who can laugh at themselves, admit their mistakes, and embrace their imperfections. This doesn't mean being careless, it means being real. Being authentic isn't just about confidence, it's also about being relatable. When you're open about your flaws and embrace your unique traits, she feels more comfortable around you. Respect doesn't come from being perfect, it comes from being real. At the end of the day, earning respect from women starts with the respect you have for yourself. Establish and maintain your standards. Be true to yourself, and don't be afraid to set boundaries and stand by them. When you live on your own terms and stay true to your values, respect will come naturally. Women admire men who are confident, real, and grounded in who they are. Stop seeking approval, embrace authenticity, and watch respect, both from women and yourself, grow. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos, because you might learn something. Also, let me know in the comment section where you guys watch this video from. A married man advice. On to the next one.